natural body shape or your surgery body shape will change the type of man that is attracted to you, at least based on his socioeconomic level. And let me show you. Socioeconomic class actually have to do with the type of man that is attracted to your body and why. Let's figure it out. You have the wealthy class, right? And they typically tend to be attracted to more slender bodies, a physique, a nicer physique, right? The reason they like that is for a couple of reasons. Number one, a lot of their reputation is on the line. Who they're married to, how that person is moving, how that significant other is, how outside people view them. Everything comes with reputation when it comes to being that wealthy, okay? So essentially, they understand the power more of who their significant other is and how they represent them. Literally. Then of course we get to the biological factors, like a woman with a nice physique and she's skinny, you can actually see the structuring of that, the natural way her body would fall in clothes, etc., right? And it also signals youth to the man. We hear it preached all day, every damn day, right? And actually this one's gonna be hard to accept because when you have a more voluptuous body, it's more overtly sexual, okay? So basically the man doesn't really get the privilege of like the classy look, or like you act this way publicly but he knows you in a different way privately. Like that line kind of gets blurred, and it's not anything that somebody who's naturally built like that has like done wrong. It's more so other men can visualize you in a more sexual way a lot easier than they can with somebody that has a petite body, all right? And that's gonna move us over to poor. When it comes to this type of man, you know how there's like being hood rich, right? Let's make it that. So essentially, because this person doesn't have much to show, they're gonna make what they do show gaudy. And so essentially, because that thing is gaudy, it's right in front of your face. You can't ignore it, you can't whatever, right? So essentially that translates to the type of woman that they are attracted to also has more of that upfront, in your face, you can't ignore it type of sexuality, all right? Because essentially as they escort you around places, socially, all that other stuff, it's a huge signal to someone else. Look who I am fucking right now. Look who I have access to right now. Display, easy to see. And the last reason that the poor man tends to be attracted to a more voluptuous, overtly sexual body. One, he's not doing much else with his free time when he's outside of work. That's the only way he's making money. That's tends to be the only way he's applying himself. So basically with his free time, he's gonna wanna have sex. Bam. Okay, second reason, the woman is doing very much like domestic work in the home, right? That's a strong contribution of hers because he can't afford any type of assistance, even when it comes down to like eating out a certain amount, etc. So for her, when he sees her, outside of that, there's not much that that woman is expected to offer him as far as like uplifting him or moving him to another level. They are in survival mode, literally. I want you to understand that, okay? So because they are in survival mode, the woman basically is offering sex and domestic work to him, okay? So essentially, the more sexual she looks, the more appealing she is to him, because that's one half of basically her value. Middle class, that's kind of like a anything can go type of situation, okay? It's a mixture of enough resources, enough intelligence, and enough ignorance. Essentially for them, they're going to be choosing a partner based off of what they see in media the most subconsciously, and what kind of reflects their natural desire, because they don't have too much on the line as far as reputation, but they also have enough resources to care about what person they're getting and how they're reflecting them and stuff like that, but not enough to where they need to be controlling the type of person that they're dating. So at that point, you can just date ideally who you decide. So before you get that BBL, please evaluate. What is this gonna do for me? What is my goal, okay? And I know as women, we be lying to ourselves saying, oh my God, it doesn't matter what men think, blah, 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 blah. But eventually, if you wanna be with somebody, you're gonna have to give a damn what men think.